Be thou aware diligently, that thou do each commandment which I command to thee today, that ye may live and be multiplied, and that ye enter and wield the land for which the Lord swore to your fathers. And thou shalt have mind of all the way by which the Lord God led thee by 40 years in desert, that he should torment thee, and should assay thee, and that those things that were treated in the soul should be known, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments, either nay. And he tormented with neediness, and he gave to thee manna to eat, which thou knewest not, and thy fathers knew not, that he should show to thee that a man liveth not in bread alone, but in each word that cometh out of the Lord's mouth. Thy clothes, with which thou wert covered, failed not for eldness, and thy foot was not bruised underneath. Lo, the 40th year is, that thou think in thine heart. For as man teacheth his son, so the Lord God hath taught thee, that thou keep thy commandments of thy Lord God, and go in his ways, and dread him. For thy Lord God shall lead thee into a good land, into the land of rivers, and of standing waters, or ponds, and of wells, in whose fields and mountains the depths of the floods break out, into the land of wheat, of barley, and of vines, in which land fig trees and pomegranates and olives come forth, into the land of oil and honey, where thou shalt eat the bread without neediness, and thou shalt use the plenty of all things, of which land the stones be iron, and metals of tin be digged of the hills thereof. And when thou hast eaten and art fulfilled, thou bless thy Lord God for the best land which he hath given to thee. Therefore keep thou and beware, lest any time thou forget thy Lord God, and despise his commandments, and dooms, and ceremonies, which I command to thee today, lest after thou hast eaten and art fulfilled, hast builded fair houses, and hast dwelled in them, and hast droves of oxen, and flocks of sheep, plenty of silver, and of gold, and of all things, thine heart be then raised, and thou think not upon the Lord God, that led thee out of the land of Egypt, and from the house of servage. And he was thy leader in the great wilderness and fearful, in which wilderness was a serpent burning with blast, and a scorpion, and dipsas, that is an adder, that maketh then whom he stingeth to die for thirst. And utterly no waters were in the desert, the which Lord brought out streams of the hardest stone. And he fed thee with manna in the wilderness, which manna thy fathers knew not. And after that the Lord had tormented thee, and proved thee. At the last he had mercy on thee, lest thou wouldest say in thine heart, my strength and the might of mine hand hath given all these things to me. But think thou upon thy Lord God, that he hath given strength to thee, that he should fulfill his covenant, of which he swore to thy fathers, as this present day showeth. Forsooth, if thou forgettest thy Lord God, and pursuest alien gods, and worshippest them in heart, and honorest without forth, lo, now I before say to thee, that thou shalt perish utterly, as heathen men perished, which the Lord did away in thine entering, so also ye shall perish, if ye shall be unobedient to the voice of your Lord God.